Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Plugged In. I am your host, Danny Torres, and today's special guest is Ivana Sujovic, member of Barry University's women's volleyball team. Ivana, thank you for joining us today. It's going to be a great episode, and we're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
So, for the listeners and the viewers that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you got into playing volleyball.
Yeah, so I am originally from Tampa, Florida. My dad, however, was born in Belgrade, Serbia, and my mom's from Texas. And I started playing volleyball when I was about 13, 14. I started playing club volleyball when I was around 13 years old. But before that, I played like pretty much every other sport under the sun. I played tennis. I did tennis for like 5 years. I ran track for 2 years. I did swim. I did ballet, I think, for a little bit, but volleyball is what really stuck. So yeah.
So from going from high school into college, what made you choose Barry?
My high school actually, I went to a very small college prep school in the middle of Tampa, Florida, in downtown Tampa. So the environment was a lot like Barry's. It was very tight knit community, very small. The professors got to know you really well. You got to know your classmates really well, and I really that's something I really enjoyed, and that's an environment I really thrived in. So when I was looking at schools, I really wanted to find a school where I could, I could have a good balance between volleyball and school. And Barry for me was great. It's in a good location for me. It's not too far from home, not too
Yeah.
close. The academics are great. I'm challenged enough, and the volleyball is amazing too. So all around, it was just like 10 out of 10 for me. So I'm having a great time.
You mentioned you played a lot of sports, but when did it hit you that volleyball was that one sport and you could take it to the next level?
I think for me, it was realizing that I didn't have as much fun when I was playing individual sports. And I really liked the team aspect of volleyball a lot more. I think that having someone to push me and
Mhm.
having someone cheer for me when I'm on the court is something that I really, really needed in order to be able to grow as a person and, as a teammate, as a player. And just having that extra support there is what really, like, gets me through my day and is like gets me through practices. When it's tough, we're in the middle of season, everyone's tired, but at least you're not tired by yourself. You have you have like a whole bunch of other people tired with you, and we still show up every day and put the work in.
Was there anybody, along your path and journey, whether it was a volleyball player or someone around you that inspired you or pushed you?
I would say I've had definitely a couple of people, um, but I would say definitely my high school coach, Leanna Taylor. She was one of my first club coaches as well. She coached at my very first volleyball club, and she was also there for one of my very first club tryouts, and she was my volleyball coach. So for her, for me, having her next to me for a good 6 years was something that I didn't realize like what a blessing it was until I graduated college and I graduated high school, excuse me, and moved to college. And even today, I still talk to her. I still text her. She just came to watch our game against Tampa. But she has just been one of the most supportive, most amazing coaches I've ever had. And she really laid the foundation for what type of player I want to be and what type of teammate I want to be as well. So I'm just forever grateful for her.
So you mentioned you guys just played Tampa. You guys are currently ranked number three in the country. Tampa was number one. We were right back here at home. We had a men's soccer game, and we had the live
Mm-hmm.
stats on. I just kept refreshing on the fifth minute
Yeah.
what would happen.
Yeah.
But number three in the nation is remarkable. And what's been the key to the success of the team this season?
I think absolutely it's been um, just working hard and holding each other accountable in different aspects of the game. We all realize like we last year we had Deanna, and
Yeah.
Deanna was a big part of our team. No one can contend that. But I think this year I think we all realize that we are all big parts of a bigger group. And if even one person doesn't do their job correctly, then the whole team will go down. And I think that we have really come together in a way to make sure that doesn't happen. And it's really shown on the court. I think we've definitely been playing really well. The matches that we've lost so far have been in 5 sets.
Yeah.
So that just showed we've come back from really bad deficits, and we've shown that we can play hard, and we're a team to compete with and a team to not like to take seriously. So I'm very proud of our work ethic. I'm very proud of how we show up every day. And yeah, I'm super excited for the rest of the season.
How would you describe the chemistry on and off the court within the team?
I think we're a funny group. I love going to practices. We just have so many different personalities that it just makes it so much fun to just interact with everybody, especially on the court. We all have the same kind of mentality when we're playing, which I really appreciate, but we also kind of tie in our own little
Yeah.
in there, and it makes it so much fun. Our chemistry is great. We all have the same goal in mind. So there's really nothing stopping that. There's not that production. We just want to have fun at the end of the day. We like to laugh, we like to have jokes, but we also know when to take it seriously and when to start playing hard.
What do you think so far? What do you think has been the biggest challenge that you guys have had to get through?
I think I would say we have a pretty young team. We only have 2 seniors,
Yeah.
and the rest of us are juniors and underclassmen. So I think trying to find a good balance between being leaders, but also being able to recognize and hold ourselves accountable is really important for us. We've definitely had some days where we've kind of gone a little bit out of it. We've been out of it. We're not playing to our full potential. So I think that goes for any team. You just have to, especially when you're put on such a high pedestal, and you just have to be able to have that be strong mentally, and just be present and focus on what you need to do and how you're going to do it.
So how does the team handle, or how do you handle the pressure of being one of the top ranked teams in the nation, knowing that, one loss might, which luckily we've stayed at 3 despite the 2 losses. How do you guys
Mhm.
handle that pressure?
Well, first of all, I hate losing. So I really, really hate it. And everyone on our team hates it too. So I think we always take those losses that we do have a little bit personal, like not a little bit, pretty personally. And I hate the feeling of losing. I never want it. I always want to try my best and play the hardest I can, and I know we all do. And I think for us, we just have to, be able to like foot on the gas pedal and go. We always talk. We have a bi-weekly team meetings where we just talk about what we need to do, kind of get our minds right every other week or so. Try to talk about what we did well, what we can do better. So I think that's really helped us. But overall, we all hate losing, and
Yeah.
we always take those every set. We always take it a little bit more personal. I think that's what really fires us up.
At this level, how do you prepare, and how different was it, preparing from high school games to now in college?
Oh yeah. I think for high school it was a little bit of a fever dream. I think high school season is really fun. Um, but I think it didn't hold the same weight as a college level game does. I think when I was preparing for my club volleyball tournaments and my games, that was a bit more of a reflection, a more accurate reflection of what I would do for a college level game. And for me, a big part of it is, first of all, getting enough rest. And then also just trying to have a good day before the game. Like, regardless if I have a game or not, I always want to make sure that I have a good day. I, go to my classes, I focus in, I listen on what I need to do. And I very much am I need academic validation person. So knowing that I did my part in school and attending classes and working hard in class, that's a really big part in knowing that, I did my part as a student and now I can go do my part as an athlete.
How do you keep yourself motivated? Because it's hard. How do you keep yourself motivated and mentally focused throughout the long year?
I think for me, the biggest thing is do it for the team. And that's what really drew me to volleyball, is that it wasn't me playing for myself anymore. It was me playing for somebody else, and not just somebody else, but sit like 5 other people on a court. So when I'm in a kind of in a dump or I'm not feeling, I don't want to play. Oh, I don't want to do this. It's like you got to toss that all out because the team is here and the team needs you to play. So it doesn't matter what you're feeling. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. You need to do this for the team. And if you can push through it, push through it. Do what you need to do so that the team can be successful. It's not all just about you.
Do you have any pregame rituals?
I kind of switch up my pregame rituals a lot, but it's a lot of stretching. I like to call it there's one stretch I call it Papa Squat, where I just kind of I just sit down, I stretch out my hamstrings, and I just kind of bow my head and I just close my eyes and I just focus on what I want to do, or I'll just clear my thoughts and I'll just just block everything out. I also like replay my parents' voices in my head, which it sounds kind of weird, but I have a tattoo here from my mom, and my mom has always been my biggest supporter ever. She never played volleyball, so she doesn't know a lot about it, but she took the time to learn, and she's always been my biggest supporter. So sometimes I'll think about her, I'll think about her words of encouragement, and I'll rub my tattoo and I'll be like, you know what, like, your mom is watching, you gotta make her proud.
Believe it or not, and people are actually quite surprised when I tell them this, but like before commentating games, I like to prepare as if I were actually playing. I like to listen to music. I like to review my notes, but surprisingly, before games, I'm actually really listening to really soft, like classical music
Yeah.
to like calm down. I don't like to be like jittery and like all over the place. So people kind of get surprised by that, but it's almost the same as a commentator, as an athlete preparing for a game. What's one skill or area do you feel like in your game that you want to improve or are working on to improve?
Well, I'm always wanting to work on improving my blocking. I feel like in for my position, that's my biggest job, and I feel like I can always do better in that regard. I always want to be able to give my defense the best chance and give my team the best chance of stopping attackers and opponents at the net. And so blocking has always been something that I really, really, really want to get better at. Also, my serve as well. It's been kind of an up and down this season. I feel like last season was definitely better, which is frustrating. But I do want to keep working on my serve and make sure when I'm behind the line, I can be consistent and my teammates can trust me enough.
Yeah, the serve, I will say the serve last year, disgusting.
Yeah.
That's where I came up. I was like, we're gonna start calling her the Queen of Aces. I view you as one of the top leaders in this team. And how do you approach leadership on and off the court?
I think on the court, definitely. I'm the type of person where I'm a very encouraging teammate, but I also will be there to hold my teammates accountable, and I expect the same, from them to me. We have our captains. We have Thalia, Michaela, and Vadia, and they're all great captains. Um, but I also feel like we all need to be able to be leaders in our own sense. Being a floor captain but also being a leader on the team are not typically the same thing. So regardless of the title, they're also leaders as well. They always push us. We all push each other. And I think on the court, we're all pretty good about, being present and pushing each other. And I think off the court as well, I always want to lead by example. If I want to talk the talk, I got to walk the walk.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to show up. I want to, go to class, do what I need to do, be kind to people, try to talk to people I know just from other sports, from other, you know, just people around campus. Just do the little things that would make me, like,
Yeah.
just a good leader, someone who would you would want to look up to.
As a student athlete, do you guys get to pick your classes, or is it kind of assigned to you around your schedule?
So we can pick our classes. It is a bit it's a tough though. It depends on your major.
Yeah.
For me, I'm biochem, so sometimes the labs, yeah, so sometimes the labs are just it's a one and done. There's only one slot you can take the lab and that's it. You got to pick your poison. Um but for us, but we can pick our own class. We pick our own classes ahead of time. We know our schedules ahead of time just to make it easier so we can work around that schedule. And our coaches are also pretty good about working around our class schedules as well. They make accommodations for us. If we need extra reps or we can't go with the team at one time, or I know James, our strength and conditioning coach,
Yeah.
is really, really awesome. Excuse me, about finding us a time where we can lift if we can't lift with the team. So we're all, there's really no excuse, you got to show up to practice and you got to lift.
Are you that 6 a.m., 7 a.m. class type of person?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's okay. I was about to say, if you said yes, I was about to say, man, that's not me.
No, I think
That's
my
definitely not.
earliest class is 9:30.
Okay, that's not too
So
bad.
that's not too bad. Yeah.
Um, so you mentioned your biochem major. What do you see for your life after volleyball?
I definitely see something within the medical field. Like I really wanted to be a PA, go into PA school, or do something within research. It really depends on, how I'm feeling after school,
Yeah.
after graduation, seeing what I want to do, seeing what my options are. Because again, with volleyball, it's kind of hard to do some of the medical school or requirements that other people can do when they have the time. So it all just depends on, what I got going on for me. But, I have a pretty clear-ish path on where I want to go.
And your mind will change. Your mind changes as you get older. I mean, I
Yeah.
graduated. I'm 27 now. I graduated when I was 21, 22, and I was like, I'm done. Like that's it. I am not doing anything else. And now here I am. I'm going for a master's degree. But your mind changes as you get
Yeah,
older.
definitely.
Um, what are your personal goals for the rest of this season?
Oh, I want a big ring. I want a big fat ring on my finger. Like that's my biggest goal. I want that ring so bad. I don't think I've ever wanted anything else more. But I also really want more than that. I want our team to be recognized as like, oh, like that's Barry, like they're one of the best teams in the nation. Like I want our team to be recognized as a threat and a team that works well together and a team that everybody wants to be a part of. I think that our chemistry is really good. And yeah, people see that, we're good at volleyball, but we're also we're a really fun team. We have a lot of fun and I think we're a good group of young women, and it's something that I really want to, show like, hey, like, guys, we're not just good at volleyball, we're also pretty cool too.
I think it's pretty neat because I think like we've kind of grown on this journey together because I started commentating
Yeah.
at Barry 3 years ago. Now you're a junior. We've been kind of the
Yeah.
same time. I would say, and I think you would agree, I think throughout the 3 years, this has been the most complete team I think that we have
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Um, when you look back at Barry, once your career is said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
I definitely want to be remembered by my teammates as someone like you can trust and who
Mhm.
is consistent, and just an overall good teammate. That's really what I want to be known as. And then like I just want to be known as that one player who worked her ass off no matter what, in and off the court, like in the court and off the court, just working hard. And yeah, that's all I can ask for. I also want to be known as the player, the 5'10" middle with a big fat ring on her finger. That's it. That's it. Because I know so many people have so much to say. Oh, she's undersized. Like,
hey, you can, and I saw it on the other Daniel's podcast. That was a great episode. You can get up there. You can jump.
I definitely try. I definitely try. Sometimes I'm like jumping next to Lera, and I'm like reaching up there with all my might. But she just touches the ball before me.
So off the court, away from school and volleyball, how does Ivana like to unwind?
Ooh, well, I always have a lot of homework to do, so that's kind of a tough question. But for me, one of the biggest things that really brings me joy is my job. I'm a coach as well. And there's something so fulfilling about being able to just, relay my knowledge onto young minds and just watching them grow and watching them become like young volleyball players. It's kind of like seeing myself in them, like, oh, like, and they always the girls, they're always improving and they always want to learn and have fun. And it's the best feeling ever.
So that actually leads me perfectly into my last question. I think you're a great role model. I think you're a great young lady. I saw it firsthand with my little cousin, which, by the way, she
was adorable.
She still talks about that day, and she still talks about how tall Valeria is. She's freaking out about it, and she had a great time, and I thank you for that.
Of course.
What piece of advice would you give to the next generation of girls that are playing volleyball?
I think my biggest piece of advice would be work hard on the court, but work harder off the court. Like other than volleyball, like your volleyball skills are going to grow regardless. If you put in just a little bit of that work, your volleyball skills will grow regardless. I think this younger generation needs to focus a lot more on how to build their character, how to build their networking skills, how to build themselves up as young athletes, young student athletes. And if they really want to go far, they need to be able to have different skills and be remembered and known for something other than a good volleyball player. Anybody could be a good volleyball player, but it's really important to be like, well, what else? Yeah.
Perfect. Well, guys, this has been another episode of Plugged In. Ivana, thank you so much for